Batteries are fickle devices, so fickle that it is a wonder that we use them as the last line of defense for electrical supply failure. Batteries are the most unreliable component in the power chain that are capable of failing in multiple ways. They bulge, they sulfate, they open circuit, they short circuit, they release hydrogen, they explode, and they are only as good as the weakest cell inside. And the unreliability only increases with the age of the battery. Despite that, at least for now, they are still a necessity. Hello, this is Varinder, and today I will talk about a dangerous condition that may occur in a battery, and that is the thermal runaway. A thermal runaway occurs when the rate of heat generated by the battery exceeds the rate of heat dissipated by the battery to the environment. While it is rare in a wet cell battery, it is more common in VRLA, that is a valve regulated lead acid batteries, or what we also know as sealed maintenance free batteries, which are more prone to it. To understand the process, we will need to understand how a VRLA battery works. First things first, maintenance free batteries are not really maintenance free. They only obviate the need for maintaining the electrolyte, or that is for water refilling and specific gravity checks. Other maintenance activities like inspection, terminal cleaning or tightening, voltage, current, temperature and impedance checks etc. are required to be undertaken. VRLA batteries use a process called oxygen recombination. The chemical reactions are shown in the figure, wherein the oxygen released at the positive plate as a result of the chemical reaction is absorbed at the negative plate to form water instead of being released into the environment, while also suppressing the release of hydrogen at the negative plate. The water regeneration inside the battery is the reason why the electrolyte maintenance is not required. Unfortunately, the oxygen recombination reaction is an exothermic reaction, that is, it generates heat which needs to be expelled by the battery. Now, let us look at the behavior of float current at constant voltage and constant temperature. At a constant voltage, the float current is a function of temperature. Therefore, an increase in temperature will increase the float current, which in turn will lead to more oxygen generation and recombination, which is an exothermic reaction, thus resulting in more heat being generated. This will lead to a higher float current in turn, resulting in more heat, resulting in even higher float current. In essence, the float current and heat generation feed each other, and the cycle continues, and at some stage this cycle becomes self-sustaining. And unless the heat is removed by some means or the process is stopped, the temperature will keep going up like in a chain reaction until it results in a boom, which will not only disrupt the critical loads but can also result in a fire. Well, if you are lucky, you might get away with a ruptured cell or a smaller boom, but the situation is always dangerous. A similar thing happens with charging voltage going up. As shown in the chart, higher voltage leads to higher float current, that increases recombination, leading to higher temperature, leading to higher float current and eventually leading to a thermal runaway. So, let us see what are the conditions which are conducive to thermal runaway. Like we discussed, high float charging voltage is one, high recharge current which results in an increase of more than 10 degrees Celsius related to ambient temperature is another, repetitive discharge recharge cycles which result in a long term high temperature also impact, high temperature environment, that is the battery room itself, or a poor ventilation system in the battery room can impact, improper design or location of the racks, or system or battery failure which can result in above conditions. These faults could be ground fault, internal cracks, internal shorts, failure of charger in over voltage condition, failure of output filters in the charger. So, now you know why battery room temperature needs to be maintained and why there should be adequate spacing between the batteries, and why parameters need to be monitored even in maintenance free batteries. A battery monitoring system helps to a certain extent. Also, by building in alarms or protections into your system to cater for these issues that I described, you can mitigate the risk of thermal runaway to a certain extent. A distorted battery surface or smell of a rotten egg in the battery room should definitely start becoming a cause for worry. And by the way, before some of you in new facilities with new technology lithium-ion batteries start feeling secure, please know that thermal runaway can occur in lithium-ion batteries also, due to an exothermic decomposition of cell materials at high temperatures. What it means is that due to some reason, a cell or part of it achieves elevated temperature at which decomposition of cell material starts, thereby releasing heat which increases the temperature further, resulting in more decomposition, eventually leading to boom. That's it from me for now. Till next time, this is Varinder signing off.